Have we made any improvements? Has anything started to work? Am I sitting here playing to myself while underneath goblins lurk? Is the sound coming through? 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 Let me see. Is it actually there? Yes, it's actually there. Excellent connection. I wonder if we're actually getting anything. Don't ask me. Well, I turned everything off, didn't change a thing, turned everything back on. And now I'm going to sing the very song that you saw me miming earlier. Meanwhile, I'll let you see. You say you got her number. You say you are so smart. Well, don't say I did not warn you, friend, 'cause she's gonna break your heart. Hold it. Finally sound. I was going to return my hearing aid. Don't do it. Don't do it, Stephen. It works fine. Those Costco hearing aids work better than you think. That $15 is well spent. You say you've got a problem. You say you are so smart. Well, don't say I did not warn you, friend, 'cause she's gonna break your heart. Oh, I can't do it now. I can't do it now. I don't know. Something went crazy. Something went crazy. So, and I'm not even going to try to play music because that's what started the problem. When I went, no, I'm not going to do it. When I tried to play off the iTunes, where my songs are stocked, it just, everything went, and I don't know why. How would I know why? I want you to see a great picture though. It's going to, let me see, what's this picture here? Oh, that's how about this picture? Oh, look at this. Okay. There's Bobby Cranshaw in the middle. Lou Marie and his wife, Carmen, on Bob's right, our left. Taken at the Union some time ago. And, of course, Bob has left us, unfortunately. Blue Lou is still very much with us, and so is Carmen, very much with us. Okay, that's it. And that's all I had time to do. I had time to do that. And Trove. I was going to do more, but then all of a sudden, something started to crackle somewhere, and I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. Cranshaw, yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Let's go back to Cranshaw. Cranshaw. What a wonderful guy was Cranshaw. Played all those years on for all those great people. Oh, for and Sonny Rollins, and Sonny Rollins. That's how I got to play with Sonny Rollins, because I was subbing for Cranshaw. Yes, yes, yes. Cranshaw. And he knew I wouldn't try to steal the gig from him. Not that I could anyway. But a lot of people don't like you doing it because they think you're gonna go cop the gig. No, 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 no. Not when you got enough gigs of your own. I was once working for somebody and they wanted me to replace their current bass player. They wanted to fire him and send me in. I said, no, 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 that ain't gonna happen. No, 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 no. Call me napping. No, 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 no. Don't ask me to do that. You just don't do that. There's Bob Cranshaw with Blue Lou and Carmen too. There's Bob Cranshaw standing there with Blue Lou and Carmen too. There you go. I've decided to do conversational songs where you just play and you talk about people, and if you can come up with a rhyme, God bless you. Let me see, do I have anything else here? No, I don't. Just me. Just me out here in hope. Yeah, well, I just made it up. No kidding. I know, it's a shocker. Listen, I made myself a cup of coffee after it came out. I know. But don't worry, I always get to sleep. Once it's time to go to sleep, I'm dead. I don't want to use that word. I'm asleep. Very nice. So, seeing as how I didn't prepare any music, and I'm afraid to tap into, see, this is being done not on a big computer, it's being done on a laptop, and I don't trust this laptop. Obviously, maybe I shouldn't. It's an old one. It's got a nice, what do you call it? One of those nice, the brains of it. What's it called? The chip, whatever it's called, the thing that runs it. And it's got a good one, but the computer itself is, I guess, almost 9 years old. But it's stayed up to the actual trip, the actual thing. Wait, let me just take a look for a second, and I'll tell you what it is. It's called About This Mac. About this Mac. Do 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 da da. Do 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 dee. Oh, I shouldn't do that. That's a dangerous thing to do. It's the brains of it. You know, like they have a i4 and an i6 with two. It's the brains, the hard-working part of it. And this somehow, I bought this computer for my wife years ago, and we put it the most up-to-date, the most advanced chip in a chip. It's the thing that runs it, the brains. Processor, John Weber, the CPU. There you go. Hey, that's good for the songs. I'm a processor. My processor is the CPU. I don't know what it do. Your sister is sending you an Apple laptop this week. God bless her. Hope I can figure it out. The only chips he likes are chocolate. Put them in a food processor. John Weber studied, but he never became a CPU. I'm sorry, John. Speaking of CPU, where's our CPA tonight? I don't see Al Kutzen anywhere tonight. Come on, Al, am I going to have to call you? No. You know what I mean, the processor, right? I guess that's what it is. And John, and Christopher Lentz didn't do it. Christopher Lentz did not come back. He gave up on me. Chris gave up on me. Oh, dear. On you again. Sound is okay. I got hearing aids from Amazon. Sounds good. Thank you. Oh, Chris Lentz is there. So, Chris, we're talking a processor, right? Or did you leave us? See, this. If I ask questions, we know whether they're paying attention or not. Let me see, what key is that in? If you really want to cause some problem, if you want to cause some pain, simply go down to your local airport, and try to put a base aboard a plane. The trouble starts when you approach the terminal. You won't find a sky cap anywhere. Cause once they see the giant case on which you packed your massive base, they disappear into thin air. So by yourself, you lug it to the terminal. Let out a big sigh of relief. The ticket lady looks at you in horror. She stares at you in disbelief. She says, you're not going to put that on an airplane. It's just too large. It's just too big. So you smile, but she doesn't think you're funny. No, no. To her, you're just another sexist pig. She gets angry, calls her supervisor, who sees the base and goes into a swoon. And the ticket they decide on for the plane you want to ride on cost you more than a ticket to the moon. Of course, nowadays we must deal with security. They see the base, they start to drool. They want to give the base a colonoscopy. I think everybody in this audience gets this joke. Sometimes when they're younger, they just don't get it. I inform them that eventually they'll get it. You struggle to be cool. This is not the time for getting angry. This is not the time to cause a scene. Doo-dee-da. This is when you must turn into Gandhi, calm and placid and serene. Better yet, be like Obi-Wan Kenobi, use the Force to get him into line. Tell him, do not worry about the base, it will be no problem. Let the base pass through. It will be fine. If you really, really want to cause some problems, if you really, really want to cause some pain, simply go down to your local airport and try to put the base aboard. Try to put the base aboard. Try to put the base aboard a plane. A plane. Put your base upon a plane. Put a plane. Hard to put a plane aboard of these. Let me see. Where's Trophin and his girlfriend? Mm, mm. I'm still recovering from what? What are you recovering from, Albert? Hard night out? Oh, not enough pictures. And I'm not going to get any more. I don't trust the whole system tonight. Don't trust anything. I had it in my mind that tonight would be an all J song list night. Uh-oh, what's that? I don't like what I'm seeing over there. Oh, okay, it's the microphone. Behind my software thing is the actual YouTube Live, and every once in a while it scares me. Because as I've told you many times, I see it 10 seconds after I do it. So, in a way, I am 10 seconds into your future, but not really, because it's all happening here. You just sing the replay 10 seconds after I do it. That's right. So it's nothing mystical. I'm not really 10 seconds ahead of you. Oh, good. Thank goodness. I asked my son, I asked his father-in-law. He's staying at his father-in-law's house, and his father-in-law is an obstetrician and a very well-known doctor. And I was saying, what about monoclonal, what do they call it? Antibodies. I heard a doctor say, if you get it, get yourself some monoclonal antibodies, because that's what President Trump had, and what's his name, the governor of New Jersey, Chris Christie. See, I'm doing pretty good. And also, what's his name, Rudy Giuliani, who didn't ask for a pardon, by the way, because he didn't want to even begin to incriminate himself. But monoclonal antibodies, or if you get, so I asked them about it, and they said, why? Are you asking for a friend? You know, me. I said, no, I had to convince them that I wasn't asking because I had it. I'm asking because if people get it, you're supposed to really say monoclonal antibodies, because that's what cured everybody. And doctors on television said the same thing. I saw, you got to believe television. Well, you're not going to believe television. Well, who else are you going to believe? Actually, it was on the Rachel Maddow show, and the guy from Seattle, the doctor up there. And I've been by that institute. I used to play at Seattle a lot, and I know that institute. And he said, Monica, if you get sick, he didn't say it with this tone of voice because he's a very respectable young doctor. He said, hey, baby, get some monoclonal antibodies. No, he didn't say it that way, but that's what we do. That's what you do. So he says they're very expensive, hard to get. Price is no object. What was that joke? I tried it again. I turned everything off, turned it back on. Now, I don't know whether I have no idea what's going on. Ned, I'm sorry. We're having a technical problem, and I am not qualified to tell you where it's coming from. I'm using the same exact equipment as always. And I've not experienced this before. I don't know where it's coming from. Maybe I should turn the computer off and put it back on again. Super pianissimo. There you are. Yeah, I just I turned off the software and the machine and the mixer. So I guess, but it doesn't make sense that that's where it's at because, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'll probably have to get a used iMac out here and just use it and not carry this adorable little thing back. Maybe I need to restart my computer is what I need to do. Maybe my computer needs to, probably that's what it is. I probably need to reboot my computer. The next time it goes bad, we're going to have to call it off. The AC is conflicting with the DC in the electrical circuits. I am always happy to hear you, but during live performances, this never happens. Yes, I hope not. That's right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, we'll try another song. No, I don't know this song well enough. I can't do it. Back in Italy of old, when men were brave and bold, and Columbus had just sailed across the seas. When ladies from Verona and gentlemen from Bologna was placed lutes and mandolins across their knees. They had lots of lutes and lyres. They didn't use amplifiers. It was a civil age. Violins and cellos. Ah, yes, you're right, Bill. Violins and cellos were played by fellows and composers like Rage. How's that? I'll do it like that. Composers like Vivaldi were the rage. The year was 1550 and orchestras were nifty and violinists dearly loved to bow notes. But the ladies and their fellows on their violins and cellos found they really couldn't play the low notes. So when Gasparo de Salo did his intuition follow and set out to build a giant violin, the concept was outrageous, nonetheless contagious, and so inspired. He did begin, he did begin, he did begin, he did begin, he did begin. He whittled and he glued, he boiled and he brewed. He varnished, chipped and chiseled, bent and treated. Work with great endeavor and get discouraged never until one day he found the task completed. Yes, one day he was through and he brought it out to view. A violin like, one day, and he brought it out to view. A violin like none had seen before. His tone was rich and deep, right down where the fishy sleep, and all the depth it added to the score. To the score. People looked at it in awe, and they wondered what they saw, and they thought poor Gasparo had lost his mind. The man could not be serious, the man must be delirious. He started to unwind. Oh, Gasparo faced the facts. No one's going to play that axe. It's too heavy. It's too big. It's too clumsy. It's too large. You're going to need a barge to get it to the gig. But Gasparo was no faker, but a real fine violin maker. He was no fraud or public menace. So he just kept on smiling as he watched his giant violin soon become the rage of Rome and Venice. And here we are today, many centuries away, and Gasparo's bass violin has made it through. You can pluck or you can bone notes, but you gotta have those low notes. And thanks to Gasparo, we do. Gasparo de Salo, here's to you. Gasparo de Salo, here's to you. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, pretty. I'm actually learning how to play the space a little bit.